we're back here at the Black Magic and Placer Gold Mining Supplies shop. And I got Gary Sturgill here, and he's come out with some new products and you want to share them with you. So what do you got?
Well, let's start here with the Black Magics. This is the original table. This is where it all started. 7.5 inches wide, almost 3 feet long. And then to make it more portable, we went to the Bucket Magic. And I'm sure if you've seen the video on this, the 10-second cleanup. It unhooks from the table, get your 10-second cleanup, get it all washed out into your pan, and you're ready to go again. This is the first in our new line of Pro units. You can see that it's a standard Black Magic table down to here, where we funnel the water down through a narrower trough to speed the flow up to keep it clean. Your concentrates will drop through the punch plate, where it will run down through a tray that's removable over the vortex mat, and any gold that drops through there usually doesn't go any further than about the 1st inch.
So the advantage again that this is going to give you over the standard Black Magic is what?
It's going to catch all those superfine particles that are flat, and sometimes you'll get a piece that's too big to actually catch in these micro pockets, and it'll want to go off the end of the table, and now we've caught it right there on the end.
Okay.
So we're getting over 98% recovery with this version.
Okay. All right, sounds good. And does all these come with a pump and a hose? And
Yes, comes with the pump kit, the hose, everything you need, but water and gold.
you just, a battery.
Yeah, you need a battery to run it.
12 volt.
12 volt
battery. So just like a motorcycle battery,
Yeah.
a car battery.
Or an inverter like we're going to use today.
So this is the one I'm excited about and I've been wanting to see. And this is actually...
The newest unit, yes. That's the Mini Magic Pro.
And it's quite of a crossover.
It is, it is. It has the leg kit installed when you get it, but it's also going to come with these little hooks right here that'll be riveted onto the end of it. And you'll be able to put it in a bucket once you remove the legs, and it'll snap right on in there.
So just like the Bucket Magic.
Like the Bucket Magic.
So you can use it out on the field, or you can set it up at your shop on the bucket, however you want to do it.
Exactly, and then you're self-contained.
And it has the other new advantage, the Pro version, with this mesh down here, right?
Correct. It does have the pull-out tray.
And again, that's going to catch any flat pieces and smaller pieces.
It's going to catch over 98% with the gold that we weighed and ran through it.
Okay.
And we were running beach gold through it, so
yeah,
I'm impressed with the recovery.
I've seen the Black Magic, and you guys can search this out. I've seen the Black Magic compared to other concentrators, and this thing stands up and actually beats it.
You know,
ways. And we're not even the ones that are out there comparing the
product.
There's just random YouTubers out there.
Yeah, you know, I was watching a YouTube video just last week. It's funny you would mention that. And even when they misuse it and dump too much sand and black sand on the concentrates on there, it's still winning out.
And so this is a new product right here.
Yes.
That you have, and this can be used how?
There's been approximately, between the original Magic and this Bucket Magic, over 10,000 units sold. You don't have to buy the brand new unit. You can convert with this conversion kit, and it does come with the leg kit and the thumb screws and everything you need to make it basically do this. But it'll fit right on the end of any Black Magic tray that we build. And then again, you'd have tabs to reattach if you order the bucket version. If you convert your Bucket Magic, make sure you have water in this bucket before you hang this off the back of it, or it will flip over in a heartbeat.
It needs to be counterbalanced.
It needs to be counterbalanced, yes.
With the longer units, but not with the Bucket Magic version. Nope. It's fine. But anytime you get any of these larger, longer Black Magic trays, it's going to counterbalance with the water.
Yeah, this has actually been made to balance perfectly. If we made this over an inch longer, it would want to tip.
You know, that was a great idea, and I'm sure that a lot of people are going to appreciate the fact that they don't have to buy a new machine if they already have it, and they can convert it to the Pro version.
Yeah, and on our Facebook fan page, Black Magic Fine Gold Recovery, there's actually a video showing how to install that kit.
That's awesome. Well, let's go ahead and run the new machine and see how it works.
Okay, yeah, let's set it up and do that.
All right.
Okay. Now you see these little dry spots? if you get those, just rotate your spray bar a little bit towards the front, and those will go away.
So Gary, when you get it completely level, that means that the water will flow completely over the black mat.
Correct. And you do want to add a little jet dry to it to get into your water. This valve is how you control the flow of the water, and you want to have just enough flow to move the black sand and kind of leave the gold behind.
So this is beach gold. The
This
beach
is-
sand.
This is beach sand.
Did you run it through anything at all beforehand?
Just a sluice box.
Okay, so this is sluice box concentrate.
Okay, we're going to add this on right across the top.
Now we've seen this before, and you just kind of put it up there and then run it down. Now, do you do another spoonful?
I'm going to put one on right behind it as soon as this black sand starts to move down. Spoonful here.
Now, I see the sand traveling down, and it's going down into the. What size mesh is that?
About a 12.
12. Okay.
Some nice gold on that table.
Yeah, those are some big chunkies. For beach gold, that's a pretty big piece, actually.
Yeah,
But I can
it's
see
got
the-
some good sized gold on it.
Look at that one. See that fluttering down there? So
Yeah.
that way, there's a piece, and it's gonna.
It's way too large to get caught in any of the pockets.
So it's gonna go
gonna-
down into the tray.
It can, but we're going to grab it. We're going to pull it right back up here with the rest of our gold that we can capture. Let that wash on down. Yeah, that one's probably going to end up down there. It's flat. All this small particles of gold here, they're stuck in that mat. They're not going to go anywhere until you remove it yourself. You see how small this mat will catch. If it's in there, we'll catch it.
How much material do you run before you do a clean out?
You could run as much as you have. I wouldn't recommend running more than a couple gallons without cleaning out the lower tray though. As soon as all the black sand is off the table, you can reach underneath there, pull that tray out, dump it upside down in a gold pan, stick it right back in and keep right on running. You don't have to clean the top table off.
It looks to me, Gary, that you could run larger material with this machine than the other one.
You can, without worry of losing it.
Because the tray down there is going to capture those larger pieces that work their way down.
Yep, either that or they'll be too big and sit right on top. That's not a bad thing to happen either. See that black sand is just slowly moving away, leaving the gold behind. Works on specific gravity.
Imagine how long that would take if you had to pan it.
But if you beach mine, you're out there in the desert going after that flour gold, or you think you got everything out of your concentrates, you should probably run it across this table also. Because it's going to pull out everything you thought you didn't have.
So Gary, while you've been running the whole time, we know the material is going down into that tray. But I want to point out to everyone that the top section of the tray collects and removes all the black sand essentially. But in the tray inside, you're still going to have black sand with the larger pieces. But it's going to be greatly reduced from what you had before. It's just a secondary trap
Correct.
to catch the larger pieces. Your fine gold recovery is actually happening up here in the black magic section.
Correct.
Down here, there's something else happening in the vortex matting. There's black sand still going to be in there. It's important to point that out. But you're able to catch even larger pieces if you want to do that.
Correct. Yeah, when we're done, this top mat will be gold and maybe a few grains of black sand at most. But everything down there is going to be gold, black sand, the larger pebbles. And if you let it run through for 15 or 20 minutes when you're done, it will greatly reduce the amount of the black sand that's in that tray.
Even more black
Even
sand.
more black sand will leave that tray.
Okay, so that's
Yeah, the
good to
vortex likes to hold on to it a little more
know.
than
Okay.
this does.
Right, right.
Its pockets are a little deeper.
But you're going to catch those bigger, flatter flakes.
You are.
Okay.
Yep.
Sounds good.
Okay, we're about getting ready to clean up here. I got just a little bit left in the bucket. Okay, now you can see all the gold that's hung up in the mat. It's so small that the squeegee won't even, it just goes over the top of it. It's down inside the pocket, what we like to call the micro pocket. You can grab your other stuff and pull it up. That's too big to get into the pocket. You get a nice little pile right here at the end. That is clean gold, no black sand. Okay, we've been running this for a little while. We're getting ready to do the clean out, and it's two separate cleanups. The first one we're gonna do is we're gonna shut the water off and pull out the lower tray and show you what's in there. And then we're gonna clean off the upper mat. We're just gonna tilt this up. Grab my pan underneath here. You can see there's still a little bit of black sand in there.
Oh yeah, okay. I
see one little speck, it looks like right there. And I'm sure there's some more right here underneath this black sand. Gold has a way of hiding in this vortex, Matt. Let's go ahead and splash a little water on it.
Oh yeah, I can see it. I can see a piece down there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it had to be awful flat to get that far. Yeah, that vortex mat, it's got a lot deeper pockets than the magic mat.
Yeah, so like you said, this part of the cleanup does not get rid of all the black sand, although it has reduced the black sand
greatly.
We're going to see the other portion
and
clean up in here over here in a second.
Now, if you look at this, I had it turned upside down just like this, correct?
Right.
Look where the gold's at, right where it was, right here in this part.
That's right there. Huh, that's interesting too.
Which makes it easy to separate.
There you go. Well, that looks pretty good. So you would just snuffer that up at this point?
I'd snuffer that up at this point, and then I would reduce the amount of black sand, dump it out again, and 2 or 3 times, and I'd have clean gold. I'm going to go ahead and hand this pan off to Dave here, and he can go pan that down so we can show you here in a few minutes what's in here. Okay, I'm going to give it just a rub down.
So you just let the pump do the, and the water do the work, rinse it out?
Yeah, why fight it? Yeah, let the pump do the work.
You don't need a sucker bottle or something like that?
No. Snuffer bottles on this mat, you'll actually start poking holes in it if you're not very careful.
Okay, yeah, so don't use a snuffer bottle.
And you can see that there's minimal black sand with this gold, and it's all very small black sand to be in those pockets.
Wow, Gary.
And it'll leave away the gold, it'll leave from the gold quite easier. Or a lot easier. The nice thing is where we go to get this gold, there's a creek flowing onto the beach, and the creek carries the gold, and that's where those larger pieces are coming from. All right, here comes Dave. He's going to bring us this back and see what we got. Awesome. Thank you, Dave. Okay, that was out of that lower mat. You can see the chunkier pieces. You see some of the fine pieces. Bet if we blew those up, you'd see that they're just hammered flat. Those are the ones that like to ride the tide. Let's go ahead and combine the two of these together and we'll see what we got.
Okay, so this is the final cleanup here.
Yeah.
Is everything put together? You got the top layer and the bottom layer all in one pan.
Not bad at all.
That's a clean machine.
Get that all up there in a nice pile.
So if people are interested in finding out more about your products, they go to placergoldminingsupplies.com.
That is correct.
Okay, and what's the phone number if they want to give you a call?
It is 951-850-1582.
Okay, Gary, well, appreciate you sharing that again with us. And it's the new
Mini Magic Pro.
And you've got the other models we saw earlier. And if anybody wants to find those, they're at placergoldminingsupplies.com.
Yeah, and don't forget the conversion kits if you already own a Black Magic.
There you go.
If you would like more information about the line of Black Magic products, visit placergoldminingsupplies.com or give them a call at 951-850-1582. And if you'd like to watch full-length episodes of Adventures in Prospecting, the TV and internet series, visit prospectingchannel.com. Thanks for watching and gold luck out there.